here's some good news for Trump, and you better sit down for this or maybe curl up into a fetal position and give up. I saw this today and I thought, why even bother getting out of bed in the morning? Donald Trump's popularity among blacks and Hispanics is at an all-time high, not just for Trump, but for the Republican Party. According to the Washington Post, an average of 5 highly respected polls shows Trump, when in a head-to-head matchup with Joe Biden, gets 20% of black voters and 42% of Hispanic voters. Yes, I read that 7 times. I read that sentence 7 times. In a head-to-head matchup with Joe Biden, right now, an average of 5 highly respected polls say that in a head-to-head matchup with Joe Biden, Donald Trump gets 20% of black voters and 42% of Hispanic voters. In 2020, it is estimated that Trump only received 8% of the black vote and 36% of the Hispanic vote. The Washington Post says that during the past 50 years, the average Republican presidential candidate has received 9% of the black vote, with no Republican candidate ever coming close to 20% of the black vote, which Trump is currently polling at. I've lost the will to live. 20% of black people say they're going to vote for Donald Trump? Trump, this is depressing. Trump is the family member who, like, you're the first one to recognize is a sociopath. And no matter how many times you tell everyone in your family, like, stay away from this guy at Thanksgiving, don't let anybody be alone with him, don't let him invest your money, he's dangerous, they refuse to believe you. And then you take a deep breath, you say, all right, I'm going to give it time. And, the universe reveals the truth. Donald Trump will show his hand to everyone. And eventually he does, right? Donald Trump is the family member sociopath who eventually shows his hand and everybody says, yeah, you were right. We didn't see it. You saw it. He's a sociopath. And at least half of your family still loves him anyway. They still invite him to Thanksgiving. They find him amusing and harmless. Half your family, right? I have found this to be the truth. You raise a red flag about somebody in the family, and they finally come around, and they all agree, yeah, you're right, this cousin is dangerous, but come on. It's Passover. He can't be alone because half your family is sociopaths. Half of everybody's family is sociopathic. It's just astounding that this guy is still in the game. I mean, we found out on Monday, according to ABC News, that Trump was taking classified documents, turning them over. They were marked classified, and then he would just turn them over and write to-do notes for his assistant. According to ABC News, Trump used classified documents as scrap paper, and probably to clean his teeth, paper train Don Jr., and then he would scribble on the back of these documents with lists of things his assistant needed to run down to the store and buy for him. And you think, okay, this automatically disqualifies Donald Trump. Forget the insurrection. Just using classified documents, the back of them for a to-do list, that would automatically, no. Half this country is thinking, F those classified documents, including half of me. Half of me is thinking, F those classified documents. I mean, were they really classified? I mean, I want Trump locked up, but were they really classified documents? You mean to tell me that CIA, the NSA, high-level intelligence staffers who all swore an oath to uphold the Constitution and protect the United States from enemies, foreign and domestic, were irresponsible enough to hand over to Donald Trump actionable intelligence? Does anybody really believe that somebody from the CIA would give Donald Trump an actionable war plan? They must have been giving him like 100-year-old documents, like war plans. Yeah, this is the war plan for Iran, and it's really, the invasion plans for the Weimar Republic that they drew up and never used in the 1920s. Well, I just don't think they ever gave him real documents. And I think that's why he wrote on the back of them. He knew he wasn't being trusted with anything, so he didn't want to return the fake classified documents. That's what I think. But I also think he should be tried for treason. And I think you all know what the punishment is for treason. Look it up. Well, I am depressed. I'm depressed that black people, 20% of black people, are say they're going to vote for Trump, unless they all got together, had a meeting, and decided to mess with my head. That is conceivable.